Navigating the terrain of emotional pain poses a profound question. Should we expose our vulnerabilities, shield them from view, or perhaps, transmute them into something greater? It is a somber truth that in exposing our wounds, we may inadvertently open ourselves to further anguish. The world, unfortunately, is not devoid of individuals who derive a perverse pleasure from the sorrows of others, exacerbating their pain under the guise of curiosity or concern. This malevolent mixture of sadism and jealousy has the potential to thwart one's journey toward self-improvement, surfacing in various aspects of life, from professional environments to social gatherings, and even within the sanctuary of family. Yet, within the depths of your being lies an extraordinary potential, a latent force ripe for discovery, the ability to convert vulnerabilities into fortresses of resilience. In our exploration, we will delve into 18 timeless Stoic tenets as taught by Epictetus, the revered sage whose wisdom remains as relevant now as it was in antiquity. But our journey does not end with mere listening. We extend an invitation to you to engage actively in this voyage of introspection and empowerment. In the moments that follow, I urge you to immerse yourself fully, setting aside the distractions that pervade daily life. Let us embark on this path together. The first principle beckons us to embrace a profound yet seemingly simple aspect of our biology: the fact that we are endowed with 2 ears and but a single mouth. This configuration is far from coincidental. It serves as a gentle yet powerful reminder of the value inherent in listening more than we speak. Epictetus, with his characteristic wisdom, highlighted this when he observed, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This directive transcends the realm of mere ability, positioning listening as a conduit to deeper comprehension and connection. To listen is not just to hear, but to actively engage with the narratives, the anguish, and the triumphs of those around us. It's a subtle art that invites us to contribute silence, a space in which others can voice their truth. The true measure of strength, then, is not found in the abundance of our words but in our capacity to offer a compassionate presence to the cacophony that surrounds us. Through the act of listening, we unlock doors to unexplored viewpoints, assimilate the complex tapestry of life's teachings, and forge profound connections. Therefore, before the next utterance escapes your lips, pause. Reflect on whether your words will enrich the conversation or merely occupy voids of quiet. Bear in mind that the most valuable insights often emerge not from our own vocal contributions but from the experiences and reflections shared by others. The second principle challenges us to consider the extent to which we allow the perceptions and words of others to steer the course of our lives. Have you ever felt as though your marionette, swayed by the slightest utterance or emotional display of those around you? Each cynical remark, every critical gaze, seems to pull you in directions that disturb your inner peace. Epictetus, with his invaluable insight, beckons us to seize control over our reactions and emotions in this grand spectacle of existence. Why should we grant the shadows cast by others' disdain the power to unsettle our emotional equilibrium? Admittedly, this is no easy feat. Words can be piercing, attitudes can inflict deep scars. Yet, the stark reality is that in succumbing to vexation or shrinking away from critique, we inadvertently relinquish our sovereignty, effectively conceding, "Here, govern my contentment." The endeavor to reclaim this control is far from trivial. marked not by resistance or acrimony but by the profound realization that our serenity and happiness are ours to dictate. Epictetus offers no illusions about the difficulty of this journey. Yet, one must ponder, does the pursuit of emotional sovereignty not merit our utmost effort? Is it not time to sever those puppet strings, to move freely to the beat of our own drum? The third principle ushers us into the heart of Stoic courage, the readiness to face the gravest outcomes of life's inherent unpredictability. Life, with its inexorable ebb and flow, often entangles us in a labyrinth of apprehension. The specter of job loss, the uncertainty surrounding our children's futures, the anguish of marital discord, and the looming threat of financial collapse, these fears mutate daily, ensnaring us in a perpetual state of anxiety. Yet, amidst this whirlwind of worry, Epictetus proposes a paradigm of startling audacity: to preemptively embrace the worst-case scenarios as if they have already unfolded. This concept might appear daunting at first glance, yet it harbors a transformative power. By directly confronting our deepest fears, we carve a pathway through them, liberating our spirits from the tyranny of what-ifs. This act of preemptive acceptance teaches us to tread through life's intricacies with a newfound resilience and elegance. Can the act of embracing our greatest fears indeed serve as the keystone to achieving tranquility? Epictetus believed so, compelling us to face the storms of existence not with a spirit of defeat but with the valor to trust in our capacity to persevere and triumph. This principle does not invite us to dwell in despair, but rather to recognize that in the acceptance of potential adversities lies the strength to live fully and fearlessly. The fourth principle invites us to redefine our relationship with failure, transforming it from a source of fear to a catalyst for growth. Envision a realm where each setback serves as a foundation for development, where every error is an opportunity to deepen not only our professional skills but our inner character as well. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, advocated for the acceptance of being perceived as a fool. His reasoning? It is through the willingness to fail and the courage to stumble that we experience genuine growth. Excellence is not the result of a sudden epiphany of brilliance but the fruit of persistent effort, a voyage punctuated by mistakes that serve to refine our essence. Treading this path is undoubtedly challenging, strewn with obstacles such as frustration, self-doubt, and the temptation to surrender. Yet, it is precisely on this journey that passion is kindled, resilience is fortified, and profound change occurs. Epictetus teaches us that true transformation is not born out of effortless triumphs but through the struggles endured and overcome. Thus, we must inquire within ourselves: are we prepared to embrace failure with open arms? To be labeled a fool if it means emerging more fortified, enlightened, and authentic? For it is within this tumultuous, yet beautiful process of becoming that our true potential is realized, marking the essence of genuine excellence. The fifth principle beckons us to the virtue of simplicity, illuminating that the essence of such a lifestyle is not in the denial of wealth, but in the deliberate selection of what genuinely adds value to our existence. Imagine for a moment living amidst boundless luxury, every conceivable want just a whisper away. However, even in the lap of such luxury, an imperative question persists. Does this plenitude genuinely nourish your soul, or does it merely deplete your resources, demanding your undivided attention and vitality? Epictetus, with his profound insight, reminds us that wealth transcends the physical. It's a mindset, a philosophy of life. By embracing simplicity, we extricate ourselves from the incessant demands of financial obligations, bills, loans, the ceaseless cycle of debt. This choice brings forth a freedom that is not merely financial but extends deeply into our emotional and mental realms. It's a discovery of the richness found in the modest moments, an appreciation for the wealth embedded in experiences, the depth of relationships, and the journey towards self-discovery. Material possessions may accumulate, but true abundance flourishes in the moments we live and the connections we nurture. As we navigate through the Stoic teachings of Epictetus, it's crucial to remember: the quest for wealth is not inherently flawed, but its utmost value is realized not through mere acquisition but through its purpose and the simplicity it can introduce into our lives. The sixth principle unfolds the pivotal role of humility in our intellectual and spiritual journey, as expounded by the sagacious Stoic, Epictetus. Envision embarking on a voyage, not merely a passage through space, but a profound exploration of the self. Each stride forward is a step away from the cacophonous arrogance of presumed knowledge, guiding you toward the serene realization of your own vast ignorance. This awakening is not a cause for despair but a moment of profound freedom. It marks the beginning of seeing the world anew, with the unblemished curiosity and awe of a child, where the mundane becomes miraculous, every element a narrative, every droplet of rain a lesson to be learned. Epictetus urges us onto this path, emphasizing that true learning does not lie in the accumulation of data but in the humble acceptance of our own lack of understanding. In this sacred space of unknowing, a spectrum of emotions emerges: fear, vulnerability, and a stirring sense of excitement. It is within this tumult of feelings that authentic learning takes place, liberated from the confines of ego and pride. Embracing humility transforms our perspective, allowing us to engage with the world and its mysteries with an open heart and mind. It is here, in the relinquishing of our pretensions to knowledge, that we find the true essence of wisdom and growth. The seventh principle delves into the complexities and potential pitfalls associated with fortune, inviting us to reflect on the subtle but profound ways in which the pursuit and possession of wealth can influence our character and values. The allure of wealth often conceals a perilous undertow, capable of drawing us away from our authentic selves. Wealth, while seemingly benign, acts as a magnet for superficial alliances and poses the risk of distorting our identity, leading us down a path far removed from our foundational beliefs. The acquisition of material wealth introduces us to aspects of our personality that may have remained dormant or entirely unknown. This revelation, though potentially enlightening, can also be disconcerting, revealing facets of our character that deviate from our perceived self-image. It is at this pivotal moment that we become vulnerable to moral degradation, as the seductive nature of wealth tempts us to compromise our integrity and principles. Epictetus, with his enduring wisdom, cautions against such hazards, guiding us to recognize that the essence of true wealth is found not in material possessions but in the depth and quality of our character. As we chart our course through the unpredictable seas of life, we are confronted with a fundamental choice. Will we allow the whims of fortune to reshape our values, or will we remain steadfast, anchored to the core principles that epitomize our truest selves? This introspective inquiry challenges us to unearth and reaffirm our commitment to the virtues that truly enrich our lives, underscoring the timeless relevance of Stoic philosophy in guiding our ethical and moral compass. The eighth principle, inspired by the wisdom of Epictetus, invites us to broaden our perspective on hope and aspiration. In the rich and complex mosaic of life, anchoring our hopes to a single dream may seem like a testament to our dedication, yet it disregards the inherent uncertainty of existence. Epictetus encourages us to cultivate a diverse array of hopes, recognizing that such multiplicity is not indicative of wavering commitment but a testament to our adaptability and resilience. This philosophy does not stem from a fear of failure. Instead, it acknowledges the vast expanse of our potential. By nurturing multiple aspirations, we create a dynamic ecosystem of dreams where, should one endeavor encounter obstacles, another may flourish, propelling us toward success in its myriad incarnations. This approach transforms what might traditionally be seen as vulnerabilities into sources of strength, ensuring that our spirit remains buoyant and our ambitions varied and vibrant. Embracing a spectrum of hopes teaches us to navigate life's unpredictabilities with grace, viewing each setback not as a definitive end but as a redirection toward new opportunities. It's a profound lesson in resilience, urging us to see our dreams as adaptable entities, capable of evolving in response to life's ever-changing circumstances. Principle 9 emphasizes the sobering and transformative acknowledgement of our mortality, a cornerstone of Stoic thought as imparted by Epictetus. He advocated for a direct and unflinching awareness of death, not as a subject to be feared or ignored, but as a fundamental aspect of life to be openly acknowledged. This awareness serves as a powerful reminder of the ephemeral nature of our existence, steering us away from preoccupations with the trivial and the impermanent. In the tumult of daily life, amidst the flurry of inconsequential pursuits, we often lose sight of the inevitable end that awaits us all. Our lives, a complex weave of moments, decisions, and actions, inevitably lead us to the finality of death. This realization prompts us to question why we so often devote our energy to accumulating possessions and accolades that we cannot carry with us beyond the threshold of mortality. Epictetus urges us to shift our focus towards the true essence of life, the cultivation of love, the acquisition of wisdom, and the fortification of our spirit through the embrace of our vulnerabilities. These are the treasures that truly enrich our existence, the only possessions that, in the end, matter. If this exploration of Stoic philosophy resonates with you, indicating a readiness for introspection and growth, engage further by sharing your thoughts, expressing your support through likes, and subscribing for more content designed to empower and enlighten. Let's continue this journey of discovery together, delving deeper into the wisdom that has the power to transform our lives. Principle 10 serves as a gentle yet profound reminder of the essence of true wealth, as envisioned by Epictetus. In a society that often measures success by the accumulation of material possessions, Epictetus invites us to reconsider our definition of wealth. He posits that genuine prosperity lies not in the external trappings of success but in the cultivation of a spirit that finds contentment in what is presently held. The constant yearning for more, the insatiable hunger for what remains just beyond reach, often blinds us to the value of the blessings already in our grasp. How frequently do we truly pause to celebrate our accomplishments, both the monumental and the seemingly mundane? Epictetus challenges this paradigm, urging us to embrace a mindset of gratitude and recognition of the abundance that surrounds us. The Stoic journey transcends mere suppression of vulnerabilities. It involves their alchemical transformation into sources of strength and resilience. It teaches us that happiness and fulfillment are not contingent on the endless pursuit of more but are available to us here and now, in the simple act of valuing and appreciating our present circumstances. This principle beckons us to reevaluate our priorities and to recognize that a contented spirit, one that cherishes and finds joy in the present moment, is the truest form of wealth. It's a call to liberate ourselves from the shackles of perpetual want and to discover the richness that lies in gratitude and acceptance. Principle 11 delves into the intricate web of guilt, highlighting it as a pervasive force that can ensnare us in a cycle of blame and self-reproach. This shadowy companion, guilt, often seems to follow us relentlessly, turning our psyche into a battleground of accusation and avoidance. We find ourselves caught in an endless loop, pointing fingers at others or drowning in self-blame, all the while missing the essence of true accountability. Epictetus, with his Stoic clarity, casts light on this predicament, presenting guilt not as an inevitable consequence of error but as a self-imposed prison. The real challenge, and indeed the path less trodden, lies in embracing our missteps not with self-flagellation but with the resolve to confront them, understand their origins, and glean wisdom from their occurrence. Imagine, then, a shift in perspective where, instead of being tethered by guilt's heavy chains, we approach our actions and their repercussions with a mindset geared towards resolution and personal growth. Epictetus nudges us away from the quagmire of guilt and towards a more liberating approach, acknowledging our faults without letting them define us. This principle is not an invitation to evade responsibility but rather a call to bear it with a sense of constructive reflection and the aim of forging ahead, strengthened and informed by our experiences. It's about transcending the trap of guilt, focusing instead on the pursuit of solutions, self-improvement, and the continuous evolution of our character. Principle 12 spotlights the strategic selection of our companions, drawing attention to the profound impact that our social circles have on our personal evolution and mindset. The analogy of feeling drained by a cloud of negativity versus the revitalization that comes from being in the company of stars captures the essence of this principle vividly. Just as darkness can suffocate our spirit, the light from those who embody success, positivity, and resilience can inspire us to reach new heights. This principle isn't merely about shunning negativity. It's an active encouragement to seek out and foster relationships with individuals who represent the pinnacle of what we aspire to be. It's about surrounding ourselves with people who not only see the potential within us but also challenge and support us in transforming our perceived weaknesses into our greatest strengths. Epictetus, through this wisdom, emphasizes the autonomy we have over our life's narrative and the choices we make regarding who we allow into our personal journey. By aligning ourselves with winners, those who motivate, inspire, and elevate us, we essentially set the stage for a transformative personal journey. Thus, this principle serves as a call to action to intentionally curate our social environment, to choose allies who not only reflect but also enhance the values and goals we hold dear. By doing so, we not only accelerate our own growth and success but also contribute positively to the lives of those around us, fostering a mutually enriching cycle of development and achievement. It's a reminder that in the quest for personal and professional growth, the company we keep can be one of our most powerful catalysts. Principle 13 emphasizes the profound power and significance of our reactions to life's inevitable challenges and setbacks. This Stoic wisdom, exemplified by Epictetus, teaches us that the essence of our character and the trajectory of our future are not dictated by the external events we encounter, but rather by how we choose to respond to them. Consider the moments when life delivers unexpected blows — the loss of a job, a personal betrayal, or any other hardship. In the face of such trials, the instinct might be to succumb to feelings of victimhood or despair. However, Epictetus challenges us to view these situations not as defining moments of defeat but as opportunities to demonstrate resilience, adaptability, and strength. It's a call to action that goes beyond mere survival. It's about actively shaping our destiny through our responses. Each time we encounter adversity, we are presented with a choice: to crumble under the weight of our circumstances or to rise above them, using these challenges as stepping stones to forge a path of growth and self-improvement. This principle underscores the idea that our future is not predetermined by the events that befall us but is continuously being written by our reactions to those events. It's an invitation to embrace the agency we possess over our attitudes and actions, recognizing that in every challenge lies the potential for personal transformation and empowerment. By adopting this mindset, we not only navigate life's curveballs with grace and resilience but also craft a narrative of our lives that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. Principle 14 illuminates the profound depth of fulfilling one's duty, transcending the superficial act of merely completing tasks. This Stoic wisdom, deeply embedded in the philosophy of Epictetus, invites us to view duty not as an obligation imposed by external forces but as a personal commitment to confront and transform our vulnerabilities into pillars of strength. The avoidance of responsibilities often stems not from their inherent difficulty but from the intimate challenge they pose to our inner fears and insecurities. Duty, in its truest form, beckons us to embrace these challenges, not as burdens to be feared but as opportunities for profound personal growth and self-discovery. This principle suggests that embracing our duties is akin to embracing a reflection of our authentic selves, complete with all our imperfections. It's in this vulnerable state of self-awareness that we forge the most meaningful connections with others. These connections, rooted in genuine understanding and mutual respect, reveal that true wealth lies not in the accumulation of material possessions but in the richness of the relationships we cultivate and the impact we have on the lives of those around us. Thus, fulfilling our duty is not merely about adhering to societal expectations or external demands. It's about recognizing and seizing the opportunity to contribute positively to the world, to nurture our own growth, and to deepen our connections with others. It's a journey that challenges us to be our most authentic selves, transforming our weaknesses into sources of resilience and strength, and in doing so, discovering the true essence of wealth and fulfillment. Principle 15 guides us through the tumultuous storms of life, teaching us to seek out the silver linings, even in the darkest clouds. It's a call to resilience in moments of profound adversity, such as the loss of a job, where the natural inclination might be to succumb to despair. This Stoic lesson, imparted by the venerable Epictetus, serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us of the power of perspective and the importance of focusing on what lies within our realm of control. Life, in all its complexity, will inevitably present challenges that test our spirit and resolve. In the face of such challenges, frustration, disappointment, and anger are understandable reactions. However, Epictetus invites us to shift our focus from the immensity of the world's troubles, which we cannot solve single-handedly, to the tangible actions and attitudes we can adopt to navigate our personal trials with dignity and strength. By concentrating on what we can control, our thoughts, our reactions, our next steps, we empower ourselves to move forward, not with resignation but with purposeful action. This principle isn't about ignoring the pain or denying the difficulty of our situations. It's about finding the resilience to accept what cannot be changed and the courage to positively change what we can. This Stoic wisdom underscores the transformation of our vulnerabilities into sources of strength. It teaches us that, while we may not control every aspect of our lives, we can control our perception, our response, and our growth from every experience we encounter. If this principle has resonated with you and offered a new perspective on navigating life's challenges, consider embracing this Stoic approach further. Subscribe for more insights and guidance on how to live a more fulfilled and resilient life, drawing from the timeless wisdom of Stoicism.